Hello, in this video I'm gonna tell you the best tips, tricks and hidden features on Samsung Galaxy A17. Let's begin with RAM Optimization Widget. RAM is your short-term memory on the phone, and if you add a widget for it, you'll be able to quickly optimize it so your phone works with the best smoothness. Do it, press and hold on the home screen, then find widgets. Now scroll down until you find, it's gonna be device care, I believe, or stuff like that. It should be actually device care. Then you'll find different ones here, and you can select whichever one of those you like. They are actually all doing the same thing, but they are displaying it differently, right? I think I like this 4x1. I'm gonna click on add, then I can tap on that to optimize. I think I can also click on this little icon right here to just optimize it without going into the app. You can see now my memory was freed up. Now, speaking of widgets, you can create a widget stack. Once we have this widget, we can press and hold on it, then click on create stack. I'll explain what it does in a moment, but first let's add a second widget on top of that. It has to be the same size, so it has to be 4x1 in my case. I'll try to find maybe some 4x1 let's see, what do we have here? Something cool. Maybe there will be like Spotify. There's a 4x1 widget. Let's add it so I can play my music from it. And now in one place there are two widgets. I can swipe between them like that. I think it's really great. Now let's go to the next tip. You can open any app that you'd like, then slide up and hold to go to the recents, then click on your app icon at the top and find open in split screen view. Now select a different app that you want to open in split screen view, and now you can use two apps at once, as you can see right here. Hold on a second, it's just asking me for some permissions, but let's click on got it. Okay, never mind, let's reopen it because it had to like configure, so I just need to go to the recents, click on my icon of the app, open in split screen view, and now you can see I have two apps at once. That's a really great one. So you can also resize it like that by holding these three dots and moving them. You can click on three dots to swipe the split screen. You can also click on three dots to save the app pair, like settings and Google Chrome, and add it to your home screen. Now on your home screen you have the pair. Once you open it, it's gonna open that pair. It's a great one as well. Now once we are on window management, like since we are talking about window management, let's maybe open the let's open some random app like our gallery, then slide up and hold to go to recents, and now you can click on that icon at the top to open it in pop-up view. Now it's gonna be a little pop-up on your screen that you can move around and still you do what's underneath. And you can see you can minimize this little button. You can click on it, you can resize it. I can resize it to even that small or a bit larger, or minimize it a lot so it's just this floating icon that I can click on to open the floating window. Now I'm gonna close it, and let's customize our system color palette, because that's something that we can do. We can go to settings, then wallpaper and style and color palette. And now you can see there are some screens with our color palette on the system. I can enable the color palette, then select different colors based on my wallpaper that I have currently set. I can also select basic colors, I think I like these. I can also apply palette to app icons. I'm gonna do that as well. And let's click on apply. But you can apply without the app icons if you prefer the app icons to stand out a bit more so they are easier to distinguish. Okay, and now my color palette is set. You can see that if I slide down from the right top part, it does have these colors. The colors are basically everywhere on my icons as well because I've done it so it is like that. Now let's get to the next thing, which is lock screen icons. So when I press and hold on the screen, on some free space on the home screen, we can go to wallpaper and style, then go to our lock screen. And now you can click on the icons in the bottom left or right corner and swap them. So if you don't need the camera here, for example, you can replace it with, let's say, like, I don't know, let's add a calculator here. Then click on done. And now, once I lock the screen, I can open it, open the calculator that way by sliding the app towards the center. Now, there is also an option to hide apps for your privacy. So if there's any app that you'd like to hide for whatever reason, you can press and hold on it. Then I think we actually will need to go to settings first to set up the thing. So let's go to settings and then go to security and privacy. And now go to more security settings. Now find secure folder. You can click on continue. Then you'll need to sign in with your Samsung account for it to work. If you aren't signed in yet, so I'll try to do it. Okay, after entering the password, let's go further. There's some code that I need to enter. Okay, I have verified. I'm signed in. Now there are some permissions for the secure folder that we need to agree to. So let's click on continue. Now it'll start creating the secure folder. And I'll explain what it exactly does in a moment. Because it comes with several good features, and this is gonna be actually a really big trick and a hidden feature or a tip, however you want to call it. You can see it takes a moment, but it's worth waiting for it because it not only lets you hide your apps but also lets you hide your photos, hide your notes, hide different things. And you may want to hide them for privacy, or you may want to hide them so they just aren't, you know, visible all the time, because maybe you just use them less often. Depends on you. Let's wait. Okay, it took a moment, but now we can click on done. And then we need to set a PIN, pattern or password for our secure folder. And now there is an important thing. You shouldn't forget that PIN pattern or password, because if you forget it, then you won't be able to access your data stored in the secure folder. Unless you enable allow log reset with Samsung account, which I'm gonna do. But if like someone who you don't want to access your secure folder has access to your Samsung account, then it may not be the best decision. So it's just up to you. But yeah, that PIN pattern or password technically should be different than your screen lock, right? So it makes any sense. I'm gonna set a PIN. And now you can also enable fingerprints to be used. I'm gonna do that. Then click on next. And now you are in the secure folder. And there are a few apps that you have by default, like your camera app. If you take a photo with the camera app within the secure folder, it's gonna save it to the gallery within the secure folder, because these apps here are completely different than the apps that you have normally on your phone. Like for example, if I go to gallery here in the secure folder, I have nothing here. If I go to my standard gallery on the phone though, I have everything that I had. So yeah, it is worth noting. I'm gonna go back to that gallery within the secure folder. Maybe let's go back to the secure folder. You can see it's not locking itself automatically. I'm gonna show you later how to do it. But yeah, so if I took a photo here with this camera, it's gonna only save that photo to my gallery within the secure folder. Okay, let's go back to the secure folder because yeah. And you can also add apps here by clicking on plus and selecting what app you want to add here. Like for example, let's add Netflix. I don't know, no, Netflix doesn't make sense here, but maybe let's add Instagram. And now we have two Instagram apps. One is within the secure folder and one is the standard one that we had here. I don't see it. Yeah, it's here. You can see, right? So now you can have different accounts logged in on both, or just be logged out on the Instagram outside of the secure folder and only be logged in on the Instagram within the secure folder. So that's also a great thing. Now also you can add your secure folder Instagram to home screen or secure folder app to home screen. You can see now it'll be in the home screen with the secure folder icon, but in order to access it you will need the screen lock. Now the secure folder automatically locks itself once you lock the phone. So once I lock it and unlock it, then if I want to go to the secure folder or into app from secure folder, I will need to enter my PIN or fingerprint. If I'm doing it for the first time, I need to enter the PIN. Then if I'm doing it again, then I can just use the fingerprint. Now, if you want, you can set the secure folder to lock itself automatically once you leave it by clicking on three dots here, then going to settings, and now auto lock secure folder, and you can set it to each time I leave an app. If you want in the future, you can uninstall the secure folder by going to more settings, then uninstall, then you can select whether you want to move media files out of the secure folder to your My Files, internal storage, download secure folder, or not. I'm gonna uninstall it with moving files, and now it's done. So that's how it works. Now let's go to our settings. In the settings, we'll have a few other options. So if you go there, then you can go to, for example, the display. In the display, you have light or dark mode. You can set it to dark mode if you like it like that. You can also find eye comfort shield. You can enable it for better comfort of your eyes. You can also change the camera cutout. You can hide the camera cutout within certain apps. You can't hide it all everywhere across the system, but you can hide it within some certain apps. So if I want, I can, for example, hide it on, let's find Google Chrome maybe. Yeah, let's hide it on Chrome. Let's select hide. Then if I go to the Chrome app, I will have it hidden at the top. So yeah, that's how it works. Now let's move on to more features. In the settings, again in the display, you can find edge panels. You can enable them. Then you'll have this little panel here. I don't know if you can see it well, but if I slide it towards the center of the screen, then it opens some certain apps and I can customize it. I can go to edge panels, I can go to panels, select either apps or people or tasks or weather or tools, clipboard, reminder. I'm gonna leave on apps, but I'm gonna edit it. I can edit it to add more apps onto that menu. Like for example, let's add Google, and let's add Facebook, and let's add Google Chrome. And this is how it works now. So if I slide that little edge panel towards the center, I have all of these apps. You can also find the handle and adjust the handle position. You can move it to the right, to the left. You can change its color. And yeah, there's lots of things here. So that's a good one. Now, let's go to navigation. You can set your navigation to either buttons, which are the standard ones. On buttons, you can either go to gesture, go to recents by clicking on these three lines. You can also go to home screen with pressing on the circular button, or you can go back by clicking on the back button. You can also go to more options to switch buttons the other way around in a different order. Now you can also go to swipe gestures, and instead of the buttons, have swipe gestures. Now to use them, just swipe up to go to home, swipe up and hold to go to recents, and if you want to go back, just slide from the left towards the center or from the right towards the center. Now let's go to our advanced features. There's lots of features here, and as we did secure folder, that's what I wanted to get into now. We did secure folder and it did a second app, it just duplicated the app that we had, but put it in a secure folder. We can also duplicate the app that we have, but don't put it in a secure folder, just have two versions of the app and, for example, have different accounts logged in. I think it's especially useful for social media if you have multiple social media accounts and want to be logged in on one app on the other social media account than on the other one. You can go to dual messenger, and then if there are any supported apps for these, then you can enable them. You can see I already have Facebook enabled, and if I go to the apps, I can find Facebook here and Facebook Dual here. So that's great. Now let's see more features in our advanced features in settings. There's side button. You can enable double press and set it to whatever you want. My dad likes to set it at flashlight, so he can just no matter if the phone is locked or unlocked, he can just double press on the side button to turn on the flashlight. That's a really good one. Now you can also go to multi-window. Remember how we talked about split screen and pop-up view? You can enable swipe for split screen. If it's enabled, then use two fingers to swipe up from the bottom of the screen to open split screen even faster. I'm gonna actually close it. You can also swipe for pop-up view by sliding from the right top edge from the screen towards the center, like that, and it opens the pop-up. I'm gonna maximize it and let's go back. Now, motions and gestures. This lift to wake feature is really great. If your phone is off, you can lift it and it'll wake the screen like that, so you don't have to press on any buttons. Also, double tap to turn on and double tap to turn off. If you want to turn on the screen, just double tap on the screen, and if you want to turn it off by double tap, you can do it while being on the lock screen, or do it while being on the home screen. You can only do it in those ways. You can do it while you were within that app, but it's also, I think, a good feature. Alert when phone picked up. When you have missed a call that you don't know you have missed, and then you lift the phone after that, like let's say half an hour after that, and your phone will vibrate to let you know that there is a call that you've missed, just like an additional alert. And mute with gestures. If it's enabled, then if you have an incoming call or alarm, you can mute your call or alarm by tapping on the screen like that. Literally, just tap on the screen like that, and it's gonna mute your call, not decline, just mute. And for alarms, it'll also mute them. Now, while we're still here, there's one-handed mode. The phone is quite big, and you may want to use it with one hand. Enable it, then go to it, and you can set it to gesture or button. But button is only available if you're using the free button navigation. So I only have the option for gesture. And if I want to use one-handed mode, then I need to slide down at the bottom of the screen like that, and it opens the one-handed mode. I can resize it. I can also move it up or down, and I can click on this arrow to move it left or right, and I can also click on this free space somewhere around it to leave the one-handed mode. Now let's get to our device care. We already added a widget about optimizing our device, but you can also optimize it here. But also, you can go to auto optimization and then find auto restart. And you can set a schedule for auto restart on your phone. I have it set for Fridays 3 a.m. What it does is on Fridays 3 a.m. it restarts my phone, so the phone runs more smoothly. Now, let's get to something different. If you are having problems with your Wi-Fi connection, then maybe your router is in a wrong place, or you are too far from the router. To learn about it, go to Connections, then go to Wi-Fi. Now click on three dots in top right corner and go to Advanced Settings. Now, three dots in top right corner, then go to Intelligent Wi-Fi. Now find Intelligent Wi-Fi and click on it 7 times. After that, there will appear an option that I already have, Connectivity Labs. Click on it, and now you'll find an option called Home Wi-Fi Inspection. You can click on Start, then select a Wi-Fi network that you want to inspect, then click on Next. Now click on Next and click on Start. Now it's going to show you a graph of your Wi-Fi signal strength. You can try moving closer and further from the router and move in different places to see how good the signal strength is. The higher on the graph it is, the better the signal it is. Also, you can try moving your router around your house if you have that possibility, to see if maybe a different place for your router will be better. Now, let's click on Done. I'm gonna exit it. Now, let's go to some last features, which are gonna be in developer options. You probably don't have developer options. To enable them, go to About Phone, then go to Software Information. Now find build number. Click on it 7 times, and after that it'll ask you for your screen lock, and now you can go to developer options. Now scroll down until you find Window Animation Scale, Animator Duration Scale, and Transition Animation Scale. You can see I have set all of them to 1x, which means that the animations aren't slow and aren't fast. They are just normal. You can set it to whatever you want here. If you set it to 10 times, you can see how slow the animations are now. But if you want to speed up your phone, you can set animation scale to 0.5x. Now, if I set all of them to 0.5x, you can see how snappy everything is now. It's just snappier that way. See, it opens way faster, and I know that there are people that would love it. So yeah. Also, let's go to accessibility and go to vision enhancements. Here you can reduce animations, and it's gonna make your phone like very fast, but it's gonna reduce the animation so the phone will look a bit less smooth and less soft. So I don't actually like it, but if you do, then you can enable it. Now there is an option for the high contrast fonts. It's gonna increase the contrast of all texts by giving an outline around the text in the opposite color, and also some gray texts will turn black. You may see right here that this is a gray text, now it turns black, and yeah, you may like it. Also, there is extra dim option. It's gonna dim your screen a bit more, and it's extremely useful if you're, for example, using your phone at night, and you know, maybe that lowest brightness here doesn't do it. It's just not enough. Maybe you need to extra dim it, and you can do it here. You can go into that also to change the intensity of the extra dim, and you can set it to so it turns off after a restart. And now the last feature that I want to show you is in accessibility in advanced settings. Actually, two last features. There's side and volume up buttons and volume up and volume down buttons. These two settings will do the same thing, but they are just different buttons that will let you activate some modes. So we'll get to that. Side and volume up is the power button, and the volume up and down are just both volume up buttons. And I'm gonna go to side and volume up. Now you can set it to whatever here you'd like. Like for example, you can set it to let's say magnification. Click on turn on, and now once I press on volume up and side button, it opens magnification on my screen. It's great. Now I can also disable it the same way. I can also add more than one. I can add the extra dim on top of that. Now, once I click on it, I can select whether I want to do an extra dim or magnification. And there's much more into that. Now the last thing is flash notification. You can enable camera flash notification, so whenever you receive a notification or someone calls you or an alarm is sounding, then you will see your flashlight going off. I'm gonna try to click on the preview button to show you the preview. Yeah, you can see this is how your flashlight is gonna light up when a notification is received by you. So your phone, for example, can be muted, but you still will see the notifications as long as you hold your phone, for example, like that. And yeah, these are all the hidden tricks, tips, features. I hope that you liked this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up down below, and also subscribe to our channel. Write a nice comment if you want, and see you in the next one.